circle.
So do you think money is power?
I think money is related to power, but in and of itself, it's not the only thing that makes somebody powerful. No. But just on the checks, and I'll answer that in more detail in a second, but on the checks and balances question, if the ocean doesn't reach a point of equal and opposite force, it will just engulf the entire planet, right? There has to be an equal and opposite force at some point. I'm not talking about freeing every single person from the matrix. I'm talking about freeing enough people who are ready to understand how the world really works so that there is an equal and opposite force to the tirade of bullshit, the absolute clown world bullshit they're trying to push on all of us. If nobody stands up to it, we're going to end up just fucking swallowing it all.
Yeah.
It's garbage. So you need to have an equal army on the other side. Those are my people. I don't work for the Matrix. I'm the opposite. I'm Morpheus. I'm here to free the minds. We're the free people who hack into the Matrix and fight against the agents and the machines. As for money being power, money is certainly related to power, but the true power of the world is influence. I am currently one of the most powerful people on the planet. I can influence millions and millions and millions of young people with my mouth alone by speaking. That's why they fear me. That's what my power is. I can sit here and say the sky is green. And if I say it enough, people will begin to believe it. That's power. Power is influence. And every single thing that's happening in the world today, whether it's a pitched battle in Ukraine and Russia, whether it's the garbage they put on the news, whether it's the video you watch on YouTube, all of it is done with the goal of exerting influence on your mind. They're trying to control what you think. They're trying to control why you think it, why you believe it. They're trying to convince you that they haven't even put propaganda into your mind. And it's all a battle for influence. That's all this has ever been. Yeah. It's all been a battle for influence. So me having mass influence is a threat to them because they can sit there and say, you need your 8th booster jab. Yeah. And I can say that's bullshit. And we have two armies, two battles of influence against each other.
Maybe one of the solutions is to just step away from media sometimes, like a lot of the times.
No, but then you just lose power at that point.
No, just to like get grounded, in life and just be more focused.
Yeah, well, it's not just media, right? Because if the media convinces everybody else, then it becomes real. You can step away from media during COVID, but you walk outside, everyone had a mask on, so you're still stuck, right? So yeah, I agree. It's good to step away from media, think for yourself, etc. But most people are not smart enough. Most people are not intelligent enough to self-analyze and defrag their own brains and understand they're being programmed. Yeah. Most people do not have that level of intellect to sit there and say, every strongly held opinion that I have, where did it come from? Who told me it? And do they have my best interests at heart? You didn't like me, for example. No, it's fine. I actually find it's great for me to make points. So I'm glad you didn't like me. I don't like Andrew Tate. Why? Well, they told me not to like him. Who told me? Well, these people. Do they care about me? No. Like, most people don't get an opinion and break down where it even comes from. They just get an opinion and they defend it. And you'll see people arguing and fighting in the street over opinions they don't even know where they've come from in the first place. Most people are not intelligent enough for that. So everybody and everything you consume is going to influence you to a degree. The mass media machine is trying to influence everyone. I'm trying to influence everyone. Yeah. I'm right here trying to influence people. I'll sit here and say, I'm trying to influence people at home. I just like to think that those at home understand, yeah, Tate's influencing me, but he is living a life I want to live. He has better intentions. He has a purer heart than the mass media machine and the pedophiles of Balenciaga.
But, okay, I'll let Lana say it. I don't think she hated you because of what others said. I think it was because of what you said.
Can I come through, please? Sure. Can I say?
I mean, Lana, I want you to be 100% honest.
Tell me what's wrong. Go on, say.
I was a #1 crazy fan about you. And
she liked you at first.
I really liked you a lot. Okay, and I still do. But you know what happened was there were certain things you said.
Okay.
About women.
Okay.
And that triggered me.
I understand.
And when it hits you personally, it feels like, whoa, I feel like he's saying this about me.
Just say, what did he say? Just say, it's fine.
He was saying that women above a certain age are basically useless. And I was like, yo, I've been at home most of my life. I pretty much had one relationship for 8 years, and I barely did anything, and my mom even knows that. And I was like, now every guy in the world is gonna think that people my age are horrible people.
No. Let's stop for a second. So no, that's a good point, but let's get it in context. I did not say that girls above a certain age are horrible people. Yeah. I did not say girls above a certain age are useless. I said girls above a certain age are less attractive than girls who are younger because of innocence. Now you're particularly innocent, but you're also you're in a very good family, in a very good culture, in the best country in the world. I'm talking about the Western world. And in the Western world, there's no girl at age, 32 in Las Vegas who is pure. Not a single one on the planet. So we can't sit here and apply what I'm talking about for the Western world to the Middle Eastern world. That's the first thing. Second thing, we can't say I'm saying women are horrible when I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the attractiveness of women. And thirdly, I'm not going to sit here and lie to people, and nobody else should sit at home and lie and pretend that innocence is not attractive in females. Men find innocent women attractive. This is why virginity is coveted. This is why you've protected yourself and made sure you've stayed a good woman. This is why all good women do the exact same thing. And in the Western world, as time goes on, women lose their innocence pretty quickly. I'm not going to sit here and say that's not the case, because it's absolutely and utterly the case. It's fact.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to try and get through a bunch of stuff because I have so many questions for you. Has anyone tried to kill you?
I'd like to think no, but perhaps I'm just very good at thwarting their attempts. You know, maybe I'm just hard to catch. There's certainly been some interesting situations, but I'm not going to talk about them here on the podcast. I'm under attack every single day. They're attacking my character. They're attacking my integrity. They're attacking my finances. They're attacking my freedom. They're attacking my companies. Every single day I wake up and there are people on the planet whose goal is to attempt to destroy me. So I am under attacks.
All right. Now, I heard somewhere you bought a bank.
That's a payment processing for the real world. I also have to be very careful how I answer some of these questions, because if I give too many details,
it might mess up the deal.
Well, it destroys my power, right? So for the real world, when I was attacked by the mass matrix machine, they also attacked Hustlers University, which was my online school that teaches people how to make money online. We have 18 modern wealth creation methods. We teach everything from the things you know about crypto, stocks, copywriting, etc., to some ideas people have never heard of. Yeah. We grew exceptionally large. We had people who were making a lot of money inside the school. We had 150,000 students. So when they canceled me, they also tried to attack my business. They deleted the payment processing, deleted the banking, etc. So when we've relaunched as the real world. Escape the matrix, come to the real world.
Is it launched now?
It's launched, the realworld.ai. It's now fully online. It's fully functioning. We have 161,000 people. We have completely built our own app, our own social media platform. It's not hosted anywhere else. It's not on Amazon servers. It's not on Google servers.
How do you make money now? Because obviously you said the payment processor, you have your own payment. Right?
I have my own bank, which has a payment processor included. So absolutely everything about the system is outside of the matrix. From the second you pay to the place you end up where you're talking to people and taking lessons, none of it is controlled by matrix control platforms. It is absolutely the real world, which means I control it completely. I cannot be censored, and we teach people how to make money.
All right, now I want to go back. What was your first job?
I worked in a fish market carrying boxes of fish.
Do you remember how much that paid you?
Of fish. I think I was making 25 pounds a day. So I'd start at 7 a.m. and I'd carry boxes until about 5 p.m.
And when was the first time you actually made some money?
I was kind of up and down. I was working in the fish market, but I was still fighting at the same time. I was training. Obviously, I was really young. Started to make a little bit of money fighting, but not much. And then I had different jobs. I sold television advertising and worked for an advertising company, etc. And I had my own business for a while trying to sell TV advertising. And I had a bunch of sales jobs back and forth, worked for car sales. I'd always been doing this and that, going from place to place. Unless it was a sales job, I never really took it that seriously because it was the unlimited commission that I found attractive. But outside of sales jobs, I just did my very best to do a little bit of work and just sit at my desk and ignore most of it. But I did a whole bunch of things. It's been an eclectic, long, interesting journey to end up where I am.
So I heard somewhere you said at 27, you made your first million.
Around 27, 28, yeah. I'd say by 30... I may have had maybe 10, which now to me seems ridiculously low, but at the time I was super proud of that. I'm now 36. If you Google my net worth, it comes up at 350 million, and that's certainly very low.
Right now, what is your net worth?
It's a lot more than what they say it is on Google at 350 million. I'm the most influential person on the planet.
So 350 million is
low. But let's talk about this, right? Because net worth in and of itself is bullshit. Because how do you quantify net worth? It's nearly impossible.
It's a valuation, right?
It's a valuation, and the valuations are all skewed. I am certainly worth more than $1 billion. I can tell you why. One, for the things I own, which I'm not going to say here on camera, right? Yeah. Which is a bunch of it. Two, for the companies I have and the amount of money they generate. Once again, I won't say on camera because nobody would believe me even if I told them. But third, what were we saying earlier in this podcast? We were talking about how the most important thing on the planet is power, not money. It's influence. I'm the most influential person on the planet amongst the number one demographic that the Matrix wants control over, which is military-age males. I can talk and people will listen. I'm the most Googled name on the planet. I could take a perfume and sell $1 billion of perfume in a month. If I wanted to sell my soul, which I've never done because I've never sold trash to anybody. I've never sold a crypto pump and dump like everybody else has. I've never sold any shit to nobody. Yeah. All I sell is my university because it's fantastic and I can stick by it and it has 5-star reviews all over Google. So I don't sell shit to anybody, but I could pump a crypto coin to billions of dollars. I could do anything for any brand. And the number of brands who have come to me trying to make me align with them, and I've said no because I don't truly believe in it. I'm the kind of person who can't be bought. You cannot buy my soul. If I don't truly believe, I won't sell it to anybody. I am 100% with the amount of influence I have. And how do you quantify influence from a net worth perspective? How do you take the most Googled man in the world who has the most influence on the planet? How do you put that into dollars? It's difficult.
I'd say how much money you're making now, potential 10x it approximately.
Bro, I'm a billionaire.
You're a billionaire.
100%.
Talking about crypto,